Hello, this is Sal. Today we will be talking about GRE tunneling. GRE stands for Generic Routing Encapsulation Tunneling. In its most basic form, the GRE tunnel is a point-to-point tunnel that allows you to transport multiple higher layer protocols like IP version 4 and IP version 6. GRE does not provide authentication and encryption. It just provides point-to-point connection between two routers that emulates or look like point-to-point tunnel or point-to-point serial link. It also supports multicast routing protocols. In the past, it used to be encapsulated in IPsec tunnel for encryption and authentication. IPsec provides the encryption. GRE allows you to encapsulate multiple protocols and run routing protocols across the GRE tunnel. Okay. Today in this network, we have three routers representing the internet. ISP1 on the left, ISP2, and ISP3. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. And we have two sites for customer 1 on the left side, and on the right side, we have customer number 2. The interfaces, this interface facing the internet or the ISPs are configured with the default route. And I will run the command show run on site on customer number 1. Enable show run. And we have here IP route, the default route for router on the customer site number 1 on the left, and the same on site number 2. Sorry about that. Enable show run type include and showing us also the default route on site number 2. Now, I will configure the other two faces on the customer's routers statically, but will configure them when I am done as DHCP. So each computer's network on the customer's site will get their IP version 4 addresses from the customer's router configured as DHCP. So now let's start working on customer on site number 1. Configure terminal. Now on the interface facing the network, interface gig 000 IP address. It's 172.16.1.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and open the port with no shut. Exit. So now I configured the interface. Now I will configure it as I guess I need to enable the power for the switches on this side and also the one on this side. This is switch number 2 on site number 2. Now go back to the switch on site 1. So to configure it as DHCP, IP DHCP pool, and the name we can give it any name, so I'll name it just C1 for customer 1. Network, which is 172.16.1.0, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Default router we'll make the default router is this interface on the router, which is 172.16.1.1. DNS server, also the same, 172.16.1.1. Now exit. Let me go to the PC here and make it get the IP address from the router, and got the IP address of 172.16.1.2, and the same with router with the PCA. It's got 172.16.1.3, and with the server the same, DHCP 1.4, and with Cisco server desktop, and just turn on the DHCP. Okay, now we will do the same with router with the router on customer 2. Configure terminal interface, which is gig000. No shut. Open the port, and its interface, IP address 172.16.2.1, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Now exit. Configure DHCP IP DHCP pool. We'll call this pool because in customer site number 2, C2. Now for the default router, 172.16.2.1, and for the DNS also the same, the default gateway 172.16.2.1. Exit here, and we will go to PC2 and make it get the DHCP address. Let me check, see if everything was done correctly. Show run. DHCP 172.16. Let's do that one. 172. Oh, I forgot to configure the network. Configure terminal. IP DHCP pool C2 network. This is the most important thing. 172.16.2.0 255.255.255.0. Exit. Let's go back to PC2 and see if this corrected the issue. And sure enough, it did, and it gave it the IP address of 172.16.2.2, and the same with PC number 1. We'll go desktop, IP, and DHCP, and it gave it 2.3. So now we are done, and before I forget, I want to, with the Cisco 172.16.1.5. Now, we are done with that, and now we want to create the tunnel between customer number 1 on site 1 and customer 2 on site 2. So we'll start with on the router here on site number 1, configure terminal, interface tunnel, and we will give it the interface number of 0, IP address, and this is our IP address we want to configure for the tunnel, which one's it is 172.16.3.1 and with a 24 subnet mask. 172.16.3.1 255.3.1, 255.255.255.0. Now, tunnel source. Where is our source, or where do you want our tunnel to start? And here we have options: serial, loopback, gigabit, Ethernet, fast Ethernet, or Ethernet. And our source is gig 001. So we type G001. Now for the tunnel destination, the destination will be this interface on the customer number 2, and it is 4.4.20.2 and with no subnet mask. So as you can see here, telling us that the tunnel is up. Let's do the same on the other side, on site number 2. Interface tunnel 0, IP address, which is this 172.16.3.2, subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Now for the tunnel source, our source is the same as gig 001. G001. Tunnel destination, which is also this IP address. The interface facing the internet, 4.4.10.2. 4.4.10.2. And as you can see here, the tunnel is up. So let us run this command to make sure that our work show IP route. As you can see here, we have the network for the tunnel and the local for the tunnel. Here it is connected to tunnel 0. Okay. And I'll do the same on router number 2 or customer 2, show IP. Oh, I did that. I need to do it on router customer number 1. Exit, show IP route. As you can see here, we have the default route, and for the network 172.16.3 is showing here, and tunnel 0 and on this line. Now router customer 2 knows about its own network and about the tunnel network, but doesn't know about the other internal network. For customer number 1 doesn't know anything about the internal for customer number 2, and customer number 2 knows nothing about the internal network for customer number 1. Now we need to configure EIGRP on this site and this site. Go to router 1, configure terminal, router, EIGRP, and with autonomous system 100, network, we will take first the tunnel network of 172.16.3.0, and now it wants the wildcard 0.0.0.255. And the other network, which is customer number 1's network of 172.16.3.2, 0.16.1.0 and the wildcard of 0.0.0.255, and also not to forget to run this command, no auto summary. Exit. Now let me run this command, show IP EIGRP neighbors. IP EIGRP neighbors, for it's not showing any neighbors yet. Let's do the same. We will run EIGRP on customer number site number 2. Configure terminal, router EIGRP, autonomous system 100 for network, the tunnel network 172.16.3.0 with a wildcard, and the same for customer number 2's network of 172.16.2.0 with a wildcard of 255. As you can see here, we have a new adjacencies between the two sites. Let me ping from customer the site 2 to site 1, ping 172.16.3.1, and we have a ping. Now let me run this command, show IP EIGRP neighbors, and we have this neighbor on tunnel 0. Let me see also PC2. The PC2 can ping its own default gateway, which is 172.16.2.1, and it can. Let me see if it can ping the tunnel. Ping 172.16.3.2. Yes, it can. Let us see if it can ping the other side of the tunnel, 3.1, and it can. Let me see if I can, using the web browser, or we have the IP address of Cisco router on 172.16.1.5. From here, 172.16.1.5, and we have a connection. And now, as you can see, if I trace route from this PC2 to the server, Cisco server, you can trace RT 172.16.1.5. It went through site number 2's network, through the tunnel, and then to the server. It skipped all of the internet routers. And let me see if we can ping from here, PCB on this side. Ping the other side of the tunnel first, 172.16.3.2, and we can. This is what GRE is about. Small configurations, easy steps, easy commands to do. And thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube and like the video. See you next video. Have a nice day.